Hey guys, Ken Perryman here with another pretty cool product. It is the baseus 70-watt GAN universal travel adapter with retractable cable. It's a 6-in-1 for international plugs for the USA, of course, where we're at now, but EU, UK, Australia, Korea, 200 countries. This thing can do it, and I am super ecstatic about this because why worry about bringing in so many of your charging bricks that aren't going to work in Korea? Then you got these guys here that will work in Korea, but you got to try and plug them in the slots and try to make these things work. And guess what? It's not going to happen. It'll get by, but you got all this extra length and sections. I'm telling you guys, I'm super excited about this because it can do everything. Europe, USA, Australia, UK. And here's the thing. There's Europe right there. That's also Korea, guys. Check it out. This is a plug that I purchased in Korea that does USB-C. I like these plugs. So now I can plug this in to USA, plug it in, then plug this guy in, and now I have a Korean plug that I can use to charge any device with my USB-C and this power adapter. And of course, I got this right here just so I can get ready and show you. Plug it in. It's plugged in, ready to go. Let me give you a device that I can show you. It will charge up. Yep. Look at that. Lit up red. It is charging my Insta360. That is enough wattage and power. And I love the fact that I can use this guy right here. I can use my universal plug. I can use my standard plug. So again, when we're going into universal, maybe we're plugging this into another outlet, plug it in. Actually, that's a USB type A. And let's do something just a little bit quicker for you to see. We'll plug that in there. We'll go ahead and plug this over here and tell you what kind of charging we have there. We got regular charging. So running through the USB type A, we are charging up my phone. Switch it out. I do want to check the power adapter ability. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to plug this straight in. You could do that, guys. I'm going to show you here in a second how you can do that. So there's my USB-C to this adapter. And now we've got fast charging. Love it. This should be like 15 or more, up to 25 watts. Fast charging. Again, super simple using, and you don't have to use these adapters anymore. You can plug this straight in, plug this into a European plug, plug in your American plug, and you're off to the races doing your thing. Check this out. I'm going to pull this out. Here's your universal. You can plug in your American plug, your adapter for your Korean and European plug. You got your UK plug right there. And then, of course, your European plug, which we're used to and also in Korea. I'll even tell you right down here all the other countries and plugs that will take this type of connection. Check out the bottom right here. You've got a USB type A in 2 cases and a USB type C. Now, here's what's cool about this. The USB type C, you can do laptops and computers. I bet you this is super fast charging. So let me pop out my American plug. And if it says super fast charging, that means this guy can rip. We can plug this right into here. And this cable is super fast charging capable. So super fast charging right there. That obviously means greater than 25 watts. So we have super fast charging. But I will tell you that I know that it does a whole lot more than that. 60 watts. Talking about these lower outlets down here, this guy can handle up to 60 watts max. This guy as well says that it can handle it to 60 watts max on the USB type A. This guy over here is basically 5 watts. So it's basically 5 volts times 1 amp. Your minimal amount that would require to charge up. But wait, there's more. Check this out. You have the capability of pulling this cable out till it locks into position. Now you have 70 watts going right through this cable. Super fast charging. Basically, you've got all these plugs ready to go, plugged into wherever it is that you want to plug this into. Europe, the cable hides away. USB-A, USB-A, USB Type-C. You have a cable right here that you can pull right out. You also have a US socket sitting over here just on the end. How crazy is that? You could use this on the outside. Let's plug this in. This is a USB Type-A. This should show me that it's going to just do regular charging, not fast charging. Boom, check it out. And right up there, I had to turn this phone off. How about we turn it off and it'll tell me what it's doing, right? Let's do this one more time. And it should just be regular charging, right? Yep, 70% regular charging. Now I'm going to check something because this thing says 60 watts, but I don't think that USB Type A, unless I have the right cable, is going to do that. That would be crazy if this says super fast charging. Nope, just regular charging. That's because of the cable and the setup on this. So once again, boom, there it is. You have all these capabilities over here for the single ports. Now, granted, I'm going to tell you a few things that are going on here. While they say that these are max for these outlets here, using this guy right here that said it was 60, plus this guy over here, what'll end up happening is that this will end up, if you use the cable, plus these two guys, these two, you see them in yellow right there, these two, and this cable, you'll end up getting 18 plus 40 watts, basically. So you'll get 18 watts plus 40 out of this. Oh, I love it here, too, a little blue light that tells you that it's plugged in and it has power to this. If you use either one of these two, it's going to be 15 watts max between the two here. And then this is going to be 5 watts and 60 watts. So if you use these independent of each other, these two right there, still 5 watts, 60 watts in that one, which it was before. And then, of course, using this and this will also be 5 watts, 60. The only time you'll get 70 is straight out of this. And lastly, there's a whole bunch of variations that you can do, but let me tell you about these plugins. If you're going to use every single one of these, all 4 of them, what you're going to end up having is 5 watts here. Either one of these are going to be 15 watts each. And then, of course, this guy will still run at 40 watts, which is very interesting. Love the fact that you can still get super fast charging from the cable even while you're using all of these. Because why? What are you going to use this for? You're going to use this for charging up your phone, recharging your watch, maybe even getting your camera going. And more importantly, in my case, it'll be my phone, my watch, my wife's phone, and her watch as well. Can plug in one of my regular outlets, put it in the right slot, and plug this in to this adapter, or even plug into my, my standard laptop plug-in or regular 110. I can use all of these cable connections to charge up all my peripheral devices. This is going to be traveling with me. I'm actually going to Europe next month, and this guy's coming with me. This is going to be used all the time, and I am ecstatic about this. I love that I only need this now. I don't need 3 or 4 charging bricks. I don't need my extra Korean style charging bricks. I can use the USB-A and the 2 USB-Cs. There are 2 USB-As and 2 USB-Cs. Perfect for charging up your peripherals. The 2 USB-As you can plug in and get yourself some power to charge up your phones. 9 times out of 10, like me, I don't need the super fast charging because I'm going to bed, I'm plugging it in, and off we go. If you need the super fast, pull out the 70 watt, go to town, get it taken care of. Then plug it back in. My watches won't need a whole lot to charge them up, so I can plug those into the USB-A ports if I want to. It's crazy good. I did test this. The side plug. You got an extra 110 side plug out here, and then of course you've got all your other hookups here. For the American market, this thing is great because you have the extra 110 over here that you can plug in American style, and then you can still plug in another American style. 2 plugs in here while still using all of these power. This is perfect. This is my travel adapter that's coming with me from now on. I just love it. And it's going to even go with this guy. This is a travel power. If I need to, I can just plug this in, and it has multiple ports, and plug it in and use that. So these two together, the size of this, going with me everywhere. Love it. So guys, hope this was helpful for you. I do appreciate your time, and I'm out.